Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by heritagehiphop.com. Earn while you create. And we are the people who celebrate independent artists and give flowers to our mainstream artists as well. If you're looking to not only refine your brand, but be a successful independent artist that knows their lane and how to master it, come to heritagehiphop.com. We are more than music. We are the heritage of hip hop, and we're God's people. This episode is also brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair. Changing your financial future is a big decision, and it also will affect the rest of your life. Open your wallet to receive more money than paying out more debt by going to www.heritagehiphop.com and clicking on the link for Transparent Credit Repair. By doing such, you get 20% off of all services rendered to you through clicking that link. So go to heritagehiphop.com, scroll down to Transparent Credit Repair, and change your financial future. This episode is brought to you with love in its heart. See, we do a lot of hip hop music, and hip hop is a culture, but rapping is not the only thing that we do. We like to dance, and we like to dance with a purpose. This episode, we talked to Black Dawn, who does step music, and they've come out of the hip hop and go-go era of music to give us something new. They have a classic out right now called Shine Your Light, and we talk about it with these two gentlemen, Apocalypse and Too Slick of Black Dawn. So please, everybody, make sure you pay attention to this interview. We're going to respect the people who help architect the sound and capture our essence as people, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary when the interview is finished.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Heritage Hip Hop, where we teach independent artists how to be profitable with the art that they put out. And on this episode, we're going away from the hip hop that you know and going to the hip hop that you love, with two artists that are changing not only how you see hip hop, but how we enjoy our culture. Please introduce yourselves to the people, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This Black Dawn. I'm Apocalypse. Yeah, and Too Slick, baby. and we Black Dawn. Yeah.
And everybody out there listening, we're going to go into line culture today. We're going to go into that feel-good music today that makes you dance, but also makes you celebrate your life as well. So, let's talk about Black Dawn. Tell me about the name Black Dawn and how did it come together?
Man, Black Dawn, it has really been our reality the whole time. Black Dawn is the darkest hour is just before the break of day. You know what I'm saying? And the black man has been looked at a certain way. I wasn't trying to rhyme, but that's rhyming. So Black Dawn is symbolized a new black man, that stand upright black man, shining light in a dark world, at the dawning of a new day, a new horizon for the black man. That's the year third.
Okay. I respect that. And with names like Too Slick and Apocalypse, there's a message in the names. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because to be too slick means somebody can't touch you, and apocalypse means the changing of the guard of thought. So I ask you, with that as a part of your name, what is Black Dawn's purpose when it's time to make music?
Oh man, brother, I tell you, it's time. We are on the right time. We are on time for the time that is at hand. We've been this way since the beginning. Everyone else is playing catch up, but you see the world changing, and our music is right there ready. See, we ready to take over. We don't have to change with what's going on because we already doing it. The world just need to catch up with us. So we basically were changing the minds of our people and the people who are willing to listen, and we're also making it feel good while you do it. You give them those positive vibes. You dig?
I hear you. The music that I've been introduced to and listening to you is step music in that old school, what we call club music or go-go music.
Yes.
What is that? What does that go-go or step music mean to you? How did it help you build your sound? What was your experience with it?
Yeah. Well, you know, Ben, I'm a bass player, right? And I play. Basically, my style is from that funk era, you know, which basically, and then you have so many genres that come through that funk era. So, you know, and then growing up in D.C., playing in bands and just used to that live sound, you know, that authentic live sound, you know, that's just like, that's our foundation, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
sir.
so, and we always knew, you know, we had to go digital, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where everything went for, you know, for a minute. But we always knew it was coming back, but then we always wanted to get that sound and that feel for that live feeling. Well, I could change it up if I want to and make you come with me, you know what I'm saying? Or I can keep it going the way it is. We can lock it right where it is, but we can just keep you going with us, you know, traveling with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's do some history, because I think in today's music, the contemporary mind doesn't understand what live music means, especially to the culture of hip-hop and to our ancestors as well.
Yes, sir.
Live music has been in our culture since church. You know what? Let's not even talk about church. Live music has been in our culture since birth, because
That's right.
the cool or the wham is the first sounds a baby hears. But even there's a rhythm to crying, so you know if a baby's hungry, tired, or wants to be held.
That's right.
As sound matures, we learn how to crawl, then we learn how to walk. And the first action a baby takes is shaking to rhythm, because the first rhythm you ever heard was the heartbeat.
Yeah.
As you elevate your sound to music that you hear and that music that you feel, we go to line music. And line music isn't just, you know, the electric slide or whatever. Line music has been from bopping your head on the wall bopping your head on the wall at a party when you're scared to dance with a girl, or even a bunch of guys stepping or women stepping in their sorors and frats. So knowing the history of line dance, how important is line dance in your opinion when it comes to this culture and your sound?
Man, Apocalypse, you got to talk about that, because he got the line dance queen over there.
Yeah, but that's just it. You know, if in any situation, wherever you are, it could be a cookout, it could be the club, you could be in the church basement or what have you. If one of them line dance songs come on, just about everybody gonna hit the floor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something about it that touch your soul to want to be in sync. That's the other part. It's almost like you lining up in ranks like a solid wall, being in sync, and that's what we promote anyway. We promote unity, feel good, unity, come together. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
And those vibrations from those live instruments, they get in your soul, man. That ain't like that digital, man. Them live instruments, they talk to your soul, baby. We like talking to your soul, your spirit, man. Too slick, baby.
I feel that, because the soul is what's missing in a lot of music today. We have a lot of young people who say, I'm out here trying to get the bag, not understanding that they are the bag and the money is just nothing. It just heightens who you are, you know? And then we have the disconnect with our elder generations because of the lack of unity whenever it comes to conversation or groove. But whenever you get a song that hits your spirit and makes everybody move, that's called forever music. What does it take to make forever music? What do you say?
Well, that's it. And see, it takes discernment, it takes study, and it takes and I'm gonna say this word, real. See, people like to talk about keeping it real, right? But typically, real, when most people say that, is REEL, real. You know what I'm saying? It's what it's not REAL, real. See. It's what you see on the screen. It's what you fantasizing you making reality a fantasy. The real is that essence of man, that who are you on the inside. See, this flesh ain't nothing but a house for who you are on the inside. And that goes all the way back to your origin, where the breath of life comes from. You know what I'm saying? So that's, yeah. You know, and let me say something about that too, because you just made a point. Like me and Slick, regardless of what circles we have been in, the young always take to us because we ain't tripping. We ain't pointing our finger at them. You know what I'm saying? And we know where they at because we were right there where they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of knowing how to get at them. You know what I'm saying? So they open up. You got to open your chest up first before they let you open their chest up and do surgery. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's how you win, and so you be able to connect it now to the season type thing. Yeah.
I feel that because today's society suffers from Rehoboamism. Y'all know about Rehoboam?
You just dropped one on me right there. You got to school me on that one.
All right, so Rehoboam was Solomon's son in the Bible. And what he did was he did not heed to the words of his elders and let the youth run the kingdom. And that's how the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah became, and because the kingdom was split between the youth and the elder. And that helped lead to captivities and things that I've seen in the world today from people who did not cherish the word of the elder and even the sound of righteousness from elder eyes or voices. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And let's go into some history again. In American history, line dance came about in the 1950s. They credit that to the cowboys. But if you do historical research, the Polynesians, the Brazilians, the Africans, even the Asians had line dance. Because line dance was the celebration of culture. Line dance was the celebration of identity. It was the celebration of life. And even through slavery, through the war on drugs, which was really the war in the city, we still had the electric slide. We still had Follow Me. We still had go-go music. We still had music that showed the world that no matter where you are or what culture you come from, there's a certain importance that comes with identity. How do you identify with your music, and what do you want to pass on with it?
Oh man, everything, like Apocalypse said, is real to us. Is REAL to us. So when we say what we say, we mean what we say, and you feel what we mean, because it's real. And when your energy and vibrations come in the room and change the whole vibe. It could be negative or positive, but we come with that light. We shining light. We blinding them when we coming in the room. Like, man, where this come from, bro? So we are one with what we do. It's a part of us. The music, the lyrics. Man, you could close your eyes and we'll disappear, bro, because we became what you listening to.
Exactly. And it's also too to reflect on, like, if going biblically again. If you look at how scripturally Noah building an ark, you know what I'm saying, because of what he knew was coming, and then you look at the people around him watching him. Look, man, why you? It's in the desert, man. Why you building an ark in the desert? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of been like where we've been with it. Like, okay, well, we're going to keep building, man, because we already know what's coming. We know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? We know that, and sooner or later, every knee going to have to bow, every tongue going to have to confess, because universally, the universe going to shake you out of here if we don't line up with what's going on,
That's right.
And so that's how we do it, man.
Yeah. I love it because music is the ultimate healing power that comes from the essence. Like, people don't even talk, but they know how to hum. And all people don't feel rhythm, but they dance.
That's right.
And when it comes to line dancing, that it's always been hard to me because I don't like looking at other people dance. I can't follow their steps. I like to feel my own rhythm. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask you, when you create a line dance song, how do you come up with the steps and how do you put it in sequence to the music?
Hey, like Slick said, my wife, look, we already knew this was going to be a steppers track, right? We knew that already. You know what I'm saying? And then I already knew, because my wife sings, she can sing, she can blow, right? And she love this line dance thing. So I said, wifey, man, won't you check this joint out? This is what we're trying to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So she said, okay. And then boom, she came up with it. Like, and see, when I learned different line dances, I watch her. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, well, she might show it to me in the house or something before we say we go somewhere where we got to do it right. And so, boom, she came in with the hook, and the hook basically was the dance. Is the dance. You know what I'm saying? So the hook will send you right on into the steps, you know?
If you could follow the directions, you could do the 2-step and then take it back. Hey! Let's get it, baby!
Everybody out there, this is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop on the line with Black Dawn, leading the charge with not only a new line dance, but music to learn from as well.
That's right.
You know what's important about line dance? I don't think you guys who make it think about. Line dance is not only for parties and clubs. We use line dance in the classroom. See, I'm a preschool teacher by trade. You know what I'm saying? And what we teach is gross motor skills and the ability to follow directions. So line dance is not only entertainment, it's also educational. So salute to you for helping us mold the minds of tomorrow's great leaders. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Man, my brother. Yes, sir. Salute, baby.
So my thing is this. I'm going to ask you a business question because I don't think most artists are business minded. They're creative minded. And I want you to show me that I'm wrong, I hope. What is the market for line dancing? How do we keep it alive when it's not even marketed, but it's some of the most popular music in the world?
Well, I tell you what, as long as there is direction and instruction and a good time felt with the proper spirit, hey, bruh, once the universe connect to it, he ain't got nothing. If you ain't connected to the universe, then you did already anyway. But we going to new life. We going to new life. We keep moving because we moving with God, and God has the ultimate winning team, baby. That's how you keep it alive.
Also, you know, like people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying, still love hip-hop and love music.
That's right.
But don't nobody market to them.
Right.
Nobody really marketing or producing music to appeal to their liking. They're being forced to like what's coming at them on the so-called mainstream, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the other piece too, is to go ahead and appeal to the fact that somebody's being thoughtful, you know what I mean, towards that age.
Right.
Hey, we're producing on your behalf too, so you won't have to be forced to like something that you probably wouldn't like.
Exactly.
You end up singing it anyway. You don't even like it.
Right. That's right. We appeal to our peers, and our peers like that music too. Yeah, and they spending their money on good music too, and it's I think it's several million of us.
Gentlemen, I applaud your way of thinking, but I beg to differ. You're right. People don't market to you, and that's great that you know that and you can run that lane. But people do market to people with your music. It's called stealing. And what they do is they steal your song and then make it a kids bop.
Right.
So they do. They are marketing you, but they're just not marketing you to them. And that's what I hate. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because line music is some of the most enduring music ever. I don't know how long ago the electric slide came out, but people still doing that annoying ass shit, and they keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But But even we got the young people who make Cupid Slide and all that other stuff, Cupid Shuffle, and that's great because even in club music, you have the kids like Teen Lil Man. They out there dancing to the songs. They took Baby Shark and made it something, right?
Right.
So then when you get something of substance that's quality with the dance, with the track, with the instrumentation behind it, that's where the market comes in.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
COVID hit us very hard because it killed a lot of the market. But since COVID, how has Black Dawn been keeping active and keeping the music coming?
Digitally. You know what I'm saying? But we're actually getting ready to or the plan, through Dogface Records, Dogface Music, we're planning the video, the Steppers video, so that we can really put an official video out to put that out there to bring more attention to us. And we're looking into a lot of this digital showcasing and things of that nature. But just still studying the best way to put ourselves out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because line dancing is like the dopest dance for COVID. Because you can be 6 feet apart and still do the dance. So you can use that for your marketing right there. That's a jewel for you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you can show people how to party and still be dissing at the same time. Line dance.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want to bring up some history though, still, because line dance has a history that we can't. We can talk about having fun, but we got to pay homage to the roots of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about racism in this country and how the line dance, whether we were singing "Keep Your Eyes on the Prize" while marching, or the dances that came from the sock hop, or the dance that came from, like I said, charades and frats. Unity and expression is the definition of God. Because it said David danced so hard his clothes fell off when he honored the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It said that even when they cut up Joseph's cloak and Isaac mourned, right?
Right.
It even talked about how the clothes was the jealousy, but a man is clothed in faith. And his faith is his honor.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Even with that honor and that clothing of expression, there is a joy in being yourself and being with people just the same way. What is the song that you heard that made you want to be yourself but still express yourself in your own way?
Man. Happy Feelings is the first thing that comes to my mind. Frankie Beverly. Happy
That's
Feelings.
A great song.
That's me all the time, bro. That's the energy I'm bringing. And no doubt. And that's the energy that I want to continue to project. Those happy feelings, no doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. And right there with Frankie too, joy and pain, sunshine and rain. So, it's like the yin and the yang. It's like, it's about data processing, man. Everything that happens, good or bad, is data to process so that you can find out more about yourself and what the Creator is pulling out of you to bring you closer to Him to get you further down the road to where He wants you to go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And part of that creativity that the Most High gives you is your music. And you know what I love about hip hop? Because a lot of people don't like hip hop, and that's great because I get to teach them what hip hop really is, and they don't get it. So I'm glad to teach. But a lot of things, when it comes to hip hop music, the South is music that I like because they didn't have the machines to make the track. So what they did was they went down to the local club and they got somebody to play the bass. They got another person to play the keys, and you heard Southern soul being played into the music.
Yes, sir.
When I think about go-go and line music, you're talking about that soul. You're talking about that joy. You're talking about that elation being played into your spirit. What is the birth? What is the birth that a spirit goes through when they hear your music?
First thing it do, it grabs you automatically because you that first note that first note gonna make you to know that this different. This ain't what I'm used to hearing. You know what I'm saying? So it stopped you in your tracks. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then you start to feel that bass. See, I'm a bass player. You know what I'm saying? See, and that bass and that beat, if they locked in tight together, oh man, that's the foundation. Now you standing on a solid foundation. Now, you know what I mean? You got that bass going, you got that beat going. Man, you can move. You can move however you can move now. You got a foundation to move from. And then from there, once you got that foundation, now it's taking you through all types of emotions because you may be down. But you know what I'm saying? Once you start hearing the groove and then you start hearing the lyrics, it starts feeding your soul, feeding your mind, feeding your energy and lifting you up regardless of where you are. You know what I'm saying? That's how Black Dog bring it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Make you dance till your clothes come off like David, baby.
Yeah. And even with the psalmist, like you say, praise him with everything. Like everything has praise him. Like the symbols, everything gonna make you feel it. You're gonna know that this is regardless of the genre, this is a song of inspiration, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then tell me about New Addiction. And what did that song
well, we creatures of habit, you know what I'm saying? And so the new addiction is the positivity, you know what I'm saying? Self-improvement, you know, because new addiction from one thing to another, self-affliction. All my people want you to set free your mind. Why? Because it's time. See, wherever I am is a result of my own thoughts. So now let's get addicted now to good thoughts. Let's get addicted to positivity. Let's get addicted to life. You know what I'm saying?
You heard? Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the line with Black Dawn, group that not only makes music for you to learn from, but a music that helps you feel good. And we've been talking about line music, but they have a project out called Shine, which is out right now on Dogface Records. And we're going to talk about two of the songs on there before I get to the classic that I love the most. And I want to talk about Spitology. What does that mean? And what does that song mean to you?
It's all in, well, when you got ology, you got the study of, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So spitology is the study of spit, you know what I'm saying? So basically, it's really dealing with the fact that we have studied that, you know, the underground origin of hip hop. It was about peace, love, unity, you know, bringing your skill set. And adding to the culture, you know what I'm saying? So, and we studied that, you know, that it's been hijacked, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that it's been turned in a different direction from the origin of what it once was. And so we're just saying that we have studied this, and so we're going to basically make sure that when we spit, you know what I'm saying, we're going to make hits, you know what I'm saying, that's going to speak to your mind and your heart, you know?
Yes, sir. So then what is the hip-hop hostage?
That's exactly on a piece of what Apocalypse was talking about, how the mainstream or the powers that be has taken a culture that they said wouldn't last, but once they saw how it was going to grab the people, they took it hostage and they grabbed it and turned it into what they wanted to be, and took away all of the things that my brother Apocalypse just been talking about, and switched it around to the commercial and the killing or the taking it or the hoes and the bees and the niggas and all that, and took away all of the peace, love, and unity. They have taken out music and made it, you get hostage, man. Yeah. But we here, Black Dawn here to get it back. We coming to the rescue, baby.
All right. Yeah, I mean, the most riveting thing about a hostage movie, though, is not them getting the person or thing back. It's the journey that it took to get them to make you be a part of the story. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Remember that movie with Liam Neeson when his daughter was taken hostage from under the bed and he's on the phone like, I'm going to get you no matter what. It wasn't the fact that he was tough and got his daughter back, because that was the point of the movie anyway, right?
Right.
It was how he got it back. And for what I'm saying, the independent artist is the key to taking music back. As an independent artist, even though you have a label with you, you're still an independent artist, because I basically believe you're doing things for yourself still, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then as an independent artist, what is the journey you think every artist has to take to get the culture back and not just concede to the mainstream?
Yes, go ahead. Okay, I'll go. You go. So basically, I always say stay true. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to what you do. So, and then beside you and across the road and 100 miles away and 1,000 miles away is somebody else staying true as well. And eventually that truth is going to come together, and then we'll have an army that can take it back.
Right. In addition, because I was definitely took the words out right out of my mouth. I would only say, in addition, just be relevant, man.
Right.
Be relevant, because that's what it's looking like now out here. It's looking like, well, it's really always been that way. You know what I'm saying? Most of it's been grace and mercy, but making sure that I'm conscious of being relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's going to help sustain, maintain, you know?
One of my favorite artists of all time is Nina Simone, and she said an artist's responsibility is to make music reflective of the times in which they live in.
That's right.
So relevancy means not only to give people a good time and good music to dance to, it also means to make music that's gonna talk to the soul and the spirit and the mental capacity of the times in which you're living in. How does Black Dawn do all of that at the same time?
I tell you, we've always been that. We have. That's right. Through school, we said we was old school, which I don't know, but you through school, but we've been through this for years, and we've always maintained our relevancy through the times that we were in, and the times that we were in kept being the times that we were in. Like we prophesied, it's just coming, baby. You might as well get with it. So yeah, we've always been on everything. What it is relevant to the day and times, and what's coming. We warning you, baby. We warning you, son.
Yeah, I was also, I learned from an elder brother. He said to me, he said, whenever you stand to teach a people, teach as if you're teaching yourself.
That's right.
And in that way, you won't have to worry about how they receive, because now you're just dealing in principle. You know what I'm saying? Because every issue that each one of us deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the same thing that makes a drug addict is on the basis, on the principle level, is the same thing that make a prostitute a prostitute. If you get to the root of it, you're dealing with self-hate. You know what I'm saying?
That's a little deep, man. I don't know about that. That's a little deep. I think we're reaching on that one. I think we're reaching.
The point that I'm making is that the foundation is something went wrong in the mind.
Right, okay.
Something went wrong in the mind.
That's interesting. You're still reaching, but okay. I beg to differ. I mean, I get what you're saying. You're talking about elevating from a bad situation, basically.
Basically, yeah. So you can deal with things in principle versus worried about trying to look at something, like pointing the finger at something specific. You can deal with the principal aspect of it.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Cause I remember a song I heard from a famous artist, and he said, because of the situations that go on in life, we find ourselves in those low standards of living. but it doesn't mean that I'm any worse of a person than you. The same way you go to corporate America and bust your ass to get a headache and come home stressed is the same reason why I stand out in the corner and sell weed to make sure even to my stress is to make sure our kids both have a roof over their head and food in their mouths, you know, and that can go for anything. And it goes to the standard point of you got a job to do, and most people don't want to do the job that they're doing because they're forced into it. See, music is different. Because the people who are forced to do music, they quit.
Right. Right.
but if you make music from your soul, it's not a job. It's something that you do because that's what you feel your purpose is and what you're meant for. It's your expression.
Yes, exactly.
So I want to talk about one of my favorite songs on the project, which is "Shine Your Light." Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, by far, that song is a classic. I mean, everybody should hear it. Heritage Hip Hop, everybody on the line, I'm not even asking you, I'm telling you. Go listen to Shine Your Light by Black Dawn, out right now, everywhere. I'm not a streamer, you could buy it like I did. That song is a classic because it takes me back to the early 80s.
Yeah.
Not even the early 80s, let's say the mid 80s. I'm talking about 84 to like 87. It takes me around there. And it reminds me of Alias. It reminds me of Strictly Rhythm Records. It reminds me of that time when we had music that we could dance and bop to with a positive message that talked about upliftment, not just where we're at. Why was that song important to be made?
Oh, wow. Man, just on exactly what we're talking about, dealing with the issues of the day. And we, instead of banging it in your head, we said, you know what? We're going to give it to them like this, and they'll still hear it. You know what I mean? So everybody has a light to shine. So let's see if we can motivate you to shine your light. Yeah?
Especially now with the way that the world is right now. You know, got the pandemic. You got, and in the pandemic, right when we got this track, it was right before the pandemic, you know, but we were headed in that direction, you know, and so people losing their jobs, people losing loved ones, all kind of things in that vein. And so the first thought that came to mind with that song was shine your light. Shine. It's dark right now, and it's easy to get dark. When it gets dark, it's easy to be dark. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got like you're saying, the same person that say, man, I got to go get this money on this corner. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's easy to do in a dark world. You know, so but we would rather see the whole light piece, shine your light versus reflecting on the darkness that's all around us.
And that's very pivotal. The reason why I like the song is because it takes the basic premise of education and puts it into musical form. Yes, everybody knows this song. Right? That Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right?
Yes, sir.
But that's the same rhythm as A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Hey,
so in that song,
Twinkle, Twinkle, I was like, well, I thought that was the ABC.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So look, when you hear a rhythm or hear a melody, it plays into your soul and it brings you back to a time that you can remember. Yes, when we put positive messages to great music, it takes our minds to a time or a place where we can wish or see or feel or get inspired to do the better things in life than the standard of living that we're conditioned to. That's why I like that song so much. Young man on the block, died on the block, young man doesn't know his pops. You know, I mean, it's a reality that you're speaking to, but there's also a message about you gotta shine your light because you were meant to shine. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Biblically speaking, it said the Most High had it written in the book, in the Bible. It says that you were made to be a light. So you don't hide yourself under a bushel. You put yourself on top of the mountain so the world can see you.
Come on, man.
So songs like that means that you're showing the world your greatness by not hiding who you are. You accept who you are and you push yourself to your limit, correct?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
How do we take our people from the limit to beyond their limits musically?
I always say I can show you better than I can tell you.
There you go.
But I keep on being that example, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. You put a clean glass of water and a dirty glass of water on the table. You know, let them choose. You know, most people are going to pick up that clean glass and drink that water.
Word. So with that being said, everybody get that clean glass of water, because only when you put purity into yourself, not only do you clean yourself, you make yourself stronger. But if you put dirt in your body, the dirt you are and the dirt you will return and dirt you will produce. And we don't want that.
Come on now.
So please, gentlemen, give them your social media so they know how to follow you and to get that music.
Yes, sir. Okay, Black Dawn is the name of the group. The name of the album is Shine. Is on all the digital platforms. Our IG is at Black Dawn Music. That's at Black Dawn Music. And you can also go to www.dogfacemusic.com/Black Dawn. Yeah.
All right, so everybody out there, I'm just telling you now, if you want to hear good music, go stream the album. Stream it to see if you like it. But if you do like it and you love it, we at Heritage Hip Hop are not fans of streaming. We're fans of purchasing, because with purchase power, you own your music. If the internet went down today and you did not buy your music, you do not own your music. So can you be hip hop without your phone? Don't seem so if you don't buy your music. So make sure you own your music and you take that good music with you everywhere, anywhere and everywhere you go, because it's yours. And you thank the artist as well. Gentlemen, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I bought my copy, so I don't even worry about nobody else. So, with that being said, I like to finish this interview out with a game that we called the Rapid Fire Questions. Y'all want to play? Y'all good?
Let's go, baby.
All right. So the Rapid Fire Questions are not yes/no questions. These are questions that show your depth of knowledge of music, your art, and the culture. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is not a hip hop type of interview, but we're gonna make it fun. My first question is to both gentlemen, Too Slick and Apocalypse. What song or album perfectly describes you from another artist's catalog?
I'm gonna say Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" for Too Slick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Power album by Marcus Miller. Bass player.
Okay, that's deep. Soulful. Very, very soulful.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There are certain artists that make music a trend. Miles Davis, one of my favorite albums, Blue and Green, right? That was a trend that was set towards the expression of jazz. Let's skip to Marvin Gaye. No, let's go to Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke, one of the greatest singers ever, took gospel and secular music and made it soulful.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
Marvin Gaye is the first, in my opinion, I could be wrong, he's the first artist to make a mixtape album where every song bled into the next song and gave a powerful message, which was the same message in every song.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue. Michael Jackson is the king of pop because he made a genre popular and it made money. Run DMC is the beginning of hip hop and rock forming because they took street elements and brought it to the mainstream. If I look at Black Dawn, what is the trend they set and how are they setting the trend for people to follow?
I'm gonna say Too Slick gonna say poor righteous teachers, baby. Poor righteous teachers. But I'm gonna say we rich righteous teachers. rich in spirit. And that is the spiritual element is definitely the trend that I would like to make the trend. How about that? The spiritual element. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I would say soul hop. You know what I mean? Soul hop.
Soul hop. That's interesting. Okay. Define soul hop so everybody can follow.
Well, that the soul, is that unseen cultural part of us that control the way we feel. So that soul, that feel good hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That feel good, keep you up, that feel good hop get up
Yes,
on
sir.
your feet tight. You know what I'm saying?
Man, so man, I'm gonna go ahead and say spiritual soul hop, baby.
Spiritual soul. That's very clever. Okay.
Because that's the feeling and the action, the soul and the spirit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
To be musical, you have to put your soul into your music. So if somebody said, define music for me in 5 albums, what would you pick?
Wow. Oh, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
My man, Frankie Daly's, was that album Happy Feelings? Man, hey, it take $1 million to hold us back, Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
you got to throw some Stevie in there now.
Whoa, signs of the key in life, baby.
Yeah.
We got one more popular.
And then that joint they slept on, Michael Jackson's Invincible joint. Was that the name of the album?
Yes,
Invincible?
Yes, sir.
With Butterflies? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's how you would define music in 5 albums. That's pretty key. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Your music transcends the feeling. It also goes into vibes.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to have a person who's paralyzed vibe to your music?
Man, I'm back in the spirit, in the soul of it. See, that moves my thinking and action, so they can feel like they moving when they listen to Black Dawn. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's life. It's life. It gives life. You can see a person light up. I remember this was years ago. This sister had a child who was I don't think he was paralyzed, but he didn't move a lot though.
Right.
And but when he listened, she said when he listened to our music, you could tell he feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he just lights up, And this was back in the late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I asked that question, sirs, is because let me go deep into this one, all right? And I apologize if I'm too long-winded. But the reason why I asked about paralyzation is because music is paralyzing if it's horrible. And you don't have to be physically paralyzed to be paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? But I've been at parties where the elder people are paralyzed physically and they're paralyzed emotionally by the music that is playing. A person, my elders are not going to listen to a song like WAP, where they playing some holes in his house. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you put on a song like Happy People, the smile they get is just as gratifying as the dance moves they wish they can do.
Right.
How do you know as a musician or as an artist, how do you know when you hit the whole crowd and everybody's in unison with you? What are the keys that you look for?
Hey, that's it. That bob in that head. They don't even have to get the whole dance in, and everybody might not dance. Somebody might be that joker that's back there at the back of the wall. You talking about hitting their head on the back of the wall. But all I have to do, man, the light, you see it come on in their eyes. They might smile, the eyes might light up, but one thing for sure, that head gonna move. They're gonna bob. Man, I see them heads bobbing. I know we got them.
Okay.
Or they might sit up in their sleep.
Wait a minute.
Point at you. Some of them they'll point at you. Yeah, boy.
That's it. All right. Here we got a couple of those. Point at you. They ain't saying nothing. They point. Yes, sir. Y'all got it. That's it right there.
I got 2 more songs. I got 2 more questions, and then we're going to close out this interview. My second to last question is this: what is the most important song an artist can make?
Wow. Oh.
A song that transcends time, and a song that a child and an elder can enjoy.
Right. And no matter what decade it is, they can enjoy it in the 80s, the 90s, the new millennium. Yeah. What Popular said, plus that.
Okay. And my last question, first of all, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on Heritage Hip Hop. We don't have a mainstream type of mind on Heritage Hip Hop, which means that you have an open door to come back with any new project or any music that you want to, let people know about. You can send it to Heritage Hip Hop. We'll put it on our website. We salute and we thank you. Everybody listening that follows Black Dawn, make sure that you support them, and you can support us by following us on Facebook, Instagram, www.heritagehiphop.com. And as we catch up during the pandemic, you will see our past and future podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and everywhere you get your podcast needs. So we celebrate these gentlemen and we give them our final question, which is this. 500 years from now, Black Dawn will not be on the planet, but may the Most High bless you while you're here, and may your life be fruitful and your blessings run up over. But in 500 years, somebody's going to look up a catalog, right? Vinyl might come back. You never know. Somebody might open up a tiny box and they'll see their laptop because they don't lose those no more. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to find Black Dawn, and they're going to play your music, and your music is going to be played for people 500 years from now. They're going to be like, yo, Black Dawn was this shit, right? And they're going to listen to you. And my question is, what is the legacy that you leave on the planet that made it better because you did music?
Marcus.
Man, I'm going to go back to that ark. Man, this music had to be that ark of safety that got people through the storm, man. It had to be, and just leaving that legacy of giving life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you give life, it don't matter. You could be gone for 1,000 years. If you give life, we still saying Muhammad's name. We still saying Jesus' name. We still saying Lot's name. We still saying Abraham's name because of their effect on humanity, and so, yeah, we want to be able to say, yeah, life, they gave life.
That's right.
Well, everybody out there listening, appreciate life, love life, give life, and celebrate life. Life is not only what you see out your eyes and how you walk out your door, it's also how you celebrate, worship, and expose yourself to the higher levels of life and vibrations. So listen to good music and let good music guide you to your higher self, because if you don't elevate, you die. And with that being said, this is Carell from Heritage Hip Hop with the great group Black Dawn saying peace, and we out.
Yeah. Peace. Baby.
We thank you for listening to this episode of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. Hip hop is bigger than just boom bap, trap, West Coast P-funk, bass funk, Miami bass sound. It's good music that makes us feel good and takes us back to a time when that first kiss, that great dance, a party, etc. And Black Dawn makes music like that. Whether it's line dancing or rap towards a funk, blues, or bass strum. It's music that you feel and hits your heart. And we thank Dogface Records and Black Dawn for coming on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy and credit repair world. But changing your financial future takes only one decision. And to make that decision, go to heritagehiphop.com and click on Transparent Credit Repair. Fill out the application and you get 20% off of all services given by Transparent Credit Repair. Open your wallet to more money instead of paying out more debt with Transparent Credit Repair. We are sponsored by heritagehiphop.com. We earn while we create. And we are more than music. We celebrate the independent artists and give our flowers to the mainstream artists who are doing it out there right now. So Heritage Hip Hop is the home of not only the insightful interview, but the teaching of independence and brand building to all independent artists. If you're interested, why not? Why not you? Come to Heritage Hip Hop and help build your brand. We are at heritagehiphop.com, Heritage Hip Hop YouTube. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, and anywhere you fulfill your podcast needs. So please consider Heritage Hip Hop and look us up. Thank you for helping us build our movement. We'd like to give a shout out to everybody that makes this show possible. Shout out to BQ, Fatty's Place, Get Well B. Shout out to Michael Bradley of Transparent Credit Repair. Shout out to the Goodfellas. our sister station, Goodfellas TV, GOODFELLAZ TV.com, and Goodfellas on all social media. We have a new show called The Recap, which features me. I'm on there, but my Goodfellas family, Tommy Guns, shout out to you, Dab, the photographer of AEP_presents on Facebook, an eclectic perspective. Go check him out, movie reviews, etc. Shaw Montana, Wild Man, and DJ Big A, who is AHDAYAR on YouTube. That's IDR on YouTube. I'd like to give a shout out to Fire Jaws, Wildfire Marketing, Diamonds Entertainment LLC, Lex Diamonds with the new podcast, MJ Hip Hop's Connect, A Squad Rebel Radio, and to you, the people out there that's listening and supporting Heritage Hip Hop Grow. We have another sponsor that's new to the team for this episode, Balin Candle Company. If you want great candles to help set the mood, whether it's sexy or feel good, check out Balin Candle Company on Instagram, BALEN Candle Company. They specialize in wood wick candles. So if you like the feel of the fireplace and hear the crackling of the wood, they have wood created wicks. So when you burn your candle, you hear the crackling of the wood as it burns the candle evenly, and not just put a pool or puddle in the middle of your candles. So if you're into that, Balin Candle Company. Thank you everybody for listening to Heritage Hip Hop, and remember, praise the Most High with your mind, body, spirit, and your soul, and you'll get the most out of it. Hip hop is more than music. And with that being said, we say peace, and we out.